Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I listened to the terms of the gentleman from New Jersey speaking about leap first, or not leap first. And, it's kind of a very aesthetic way to say it. No, what he's talking about is leaping on the American taxpayer. That's what the Democratic budget does. It does leap on the American taxpayer because it does increase $392 billion on the American taxpayer. This budget does, and all Americans are going to be paying for this. Middle-income families, low-income earners, families with children, and small businesses. And we've heard again that they don't want to raise taxes in this budget. But if that's true, Mr. Speaker, then let's instruct the conferees to extend these popular tax provisions, these tax relief provisions. Unfortunately, at the committee markup, Mr. Speaker, the Republicans offered several amendments to do just that, aimed at helping the hard-working American taxpayers. Not one single Democrat voted in favor of these common-sense tax cut provisions. And what were they, Mr. Speaker? Because they always like to say, oh, it's tax cuts on the rich. No. Let's talk about what they are, what they voted against in committee without one dissenting vote. They voted against extending the $1,000 per child tax credit. Not only the wealthy have kids in this country, Mr. Speaker. They voted against extending the marriage penalty tax relief. Not only the wealthy get married, at least not in the state of Florida that I represent. They voted against the elimination of the death tax. That's right. They want dead people to pay more taxes. And they voted against extending the state and local tax deduction. How does this affect regular middle-class Americans? Mr. Speaker, a middle-income family of four earning $60,000 will look at a over 60% tax increase by the year 2011. 115 million taxpayers will see their tax increases an average of $1,700 by 2011. In Florida, that I'm privileged to represent, over 6.7 million taxpayers will see their tax increases by over $3,000.
Time has expired.